Hey church family and other missionaries out there, this is Trevor Owen with another Mission Minute devotional thought for you. And today I want to talk about, the danger of being alive, right? Being in our environment. I'm outside to record this Mission Minute. I got hung up doing some stuff today and it started snowing and it's freezing cold. And if I stay out here long enough, my fingers will fall off and my toes and eventually I'll die, right? Being alive is dangerous. You know what is not affected by our environment at all? That rock. That rock doesn't care if it's 120 degrees out or negative 20. It just sits there and endures. And it'll be there for the next million years or whatever. I won't be. Because living things are inherently fragile. I mean, that's kind of the message of Lent, right? And Ash Wednesday, where we had talked about, from dust you came and to dust you will return. This life is fleeting. You are fragile. You will be affected and hurt by the environment and the world around. And I think there's a cool analogy to that for us personally and emotionally and spiritually. You see, I found out this week that someone I love incredibly deeply, my father, has cancer, and not good cancer. And in the midst of it, there is a tremendous amount of pain, certainly on his part as he wrestles with it, but also on mine. What does this mean, and how did that happen, and what do I do about it, and how do I help, and what do I do when I can't help at all and I'm powerless? Like, there's a pain to this environment and this relationship. Because I'm alive and we're connected. And I think we all experience that in varying degrees. I mean, in the midst of this pandemic and all the things going on and all the harshness of the world, man, we are hurting, right? We get betrayed, we get left out in the cold, we get injured and we struggle. And there's a temptation to wall ourselves off, to numb, to hide, to become cold and inflexible. And yet, isn't it interesting that God calls us to do the exact opposite? I mean, you look at Jesus, right? He had all the insulation in the world as God, but he came to earth to be abused and broken and hurt for the sake of loving us. He came to be alive. And because he's alive, he changed the world. You see, that's the beauty of life. Life is the only thing that pushes back the entropy that tears down everything in our universe. It is the force that takes the chaos and the darkness and brings it into light and into order and beauty. And when we're alive, we get the chance to live into that life-altering beauty, right? I mean, I get to interact with my Father and bring light and love to him in the midst of his pain, and he into mine. In the midst of all the chaos of this world, we get to work to bring goodness and order. Being alive means we get to choose how to enter the environment around us, even when we've been hurt, and love well. And that is our calling. That's why God said of the Israelites, even though you've been hurt and rejected and trampled by enemies, I will give you a heart of flesh for your heart of stone. I will make you alive. Because he doesn't need a bunch of rocks that just endure the environment. He needs people that enter life. Maybe like Jesus, who life scarred, and then his life healed, and he goes forward. Can I challenge you? In the midst of whatever has hurt you, whatever pain you're wrestling with, whatever parts of life seem out of control, whatever things want to push you to wall your heart off and protect yourself, can you push back with life? Find hope. Bring love to people. Reach out, knowing this life is dangerous, but that God will never leave us or forsake us. Wherever you're at, stay on mission. And I'll look forward to seeing you around. God bless.